Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts, Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert, Adam Duran, answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh my God, when is the last time we did a podcast?
Like last week? A week before? The days just string together in COVID time, I got to tell you.
That's true. It is crazy. How's your week going?
Good. It seems like just yesterday I had a podcast, or we did a podcast.
Seems like, but not really.
I know. Thanks, COVID. Again. You got me again. All right. Yes. Everything's going great. How about with you?
Oh my gosh. It's time of year. Hey, happy first night of Hanukkah, by the way.
Oh, same to you. That's awesome.
So, yeah, getting ready for all that.
Yes, definitely. So it's mid-December here when we're recording this, just to give you the Hanukkah plus the date.
I could Google first night of Hanukkah.
Right. Thank you. It's a different date every year. What's going on?
Let's talk about what you're going to talk about.
That's true. All right. So today's topic. Okay. So you know how most businesses go in the same direction? You know, everyone does the same kind of stuff. Today is something that, when they zig, I want you to zag. And one of those things that you can zag with really well is part of your Google My Business listing. And that's something that no one uses. And it's the messaging function of Google My Business. Isn't that cool?
Yes. I've received a few messages on our business message before.
Yep. Good. And let's not talk about your experience yet. But what I want you to realize is that it's a little button that basically says message this business, and it's only visible on your phones. And so that means, it might not, if you're looking at your business listing of your own business, you might not even see it. And when you look at your competitors, even on your phone, you'll notice most of them don't use this. And it's just a little known feature of Google. But, think about it. If you're looking at somebody types in your service, you come up in the Google 3-pack. Awesome. You have tons of stars. That's great. There's a little button right next to your name that says message this business. And your competitors don't have that. You just have one quick question before you want to move forward. That's how your customers potentially could reach out to you. So that's another differentiating factor that makes you more visible, different than your competition. So totally, I really want you to take advantage of that. So that's what this podcast today is all about how to set it up and how to get going with it. Got it?
Let's get going.
All right. So before you set this up, you got to understand that once you do set it up, there are some things that Google wants to do, and they do enforce these rules. First one. If someone messages you, you got to reply.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
I've never gotten a reply.
Well, if you don't reply to that customer, that message, Google will turn off messaging for you. And then all of this effort to set it up, it goes out the window. So make sure that you reply to any customer message. And it has to be basically within 24 hours. That's your guide. Okay, so that's good. Got that one. Yes, go.
All right. So should you have the messages go to the intern who was there 3 summers ago and set it up, and then now they're not there anymore?
Probably not a good idea.
Oh.
So no. Where these messages go to, so it used to be it goes to your text, like you had to confirm and verify your phone number. Now what Google has done is they make you download the Google My Business app on your phone. So when you do that, when you have that app on there, the notification will pop up on the app. you'll get a little red 1 or something like that, or turn your notifications on. Your phone will buzz, and you'll be notified of that message. So anyone who is an admin, or sorry, a manager or above, a manager or owner of that property, that Google listing, will get notified that there's a message there. So if you have a business where you have a location manager listed on that Google listing, they don't have the same authority, right? So you have different levels of permissions on that account. So you can have your intern, you can assign somebody in your business to answer these messages, but just understand you're going to get, as the owner, on your phone, it's going to show up on your notifications.
Great.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you definitely don't want to, just like always, you don't want to have somebody who doesn't work for your company anymore in control of this business.
Well, isn't that always the hard part, is that, and then it was some go-getter a few years ago set it up, and they went back to college, and it disappeared with that person. So anyway.
Well, let's hope that the people listening to this podcast aren't in that situation. They're a little more proactive and, a little more responsible. But yes, definitely, if that's the case, there are ways to get through that. You can definitely send us a message, or maybe we'll talk about it on an upcoming episode.
All right.
But it is doable to take back. All right. That's kind of, branching off into another topic, but that's okay. So I did talk about the setup, which is you need to download that Google My Business app. You need to log in and, verify some stuff. And then once you do, you're able to customize that. They give you a welcome message like, hey, thanks for messaging us. Well, we try to be as responsive as possible. And a good thing to have on this right now, during COVID times in California, especially, are you open is like the number one question, right? So having that, of course, your COVID message on your Google listing is great. But, if somebody wants to message you, that's, a sale right there, right? Because if you don't respond, or you don't even give them the chance to ask, then, time to move on to somebody who is.
Absolutely.
So that's why, I stress that whenever we have a client, or in this podcast, if you go through your Google My Business listing, you go through that whole page, and there's a lot of stuff for you to fill out. One of these is that messaging feature. And by forcing you to download that app, that's a really good thing, because that app now gives you access to your Google My Business listing anytime. And so not just the messaging part of it, but, the app functionality, which has a lot of cool stuff in it. So definitely, this is one of those things that will differentiate you from your competition. So why not do it? And it gives, I know sometimes you get weirdo customers, but you get those weirdo customers on every platform. Anytime you open. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Is there a way that Google, in their infinite can prevent salespeople and spammers from using the messenger?
No.
Oh,
but they can prevent you from spamming and multiple messaging your people who have contacted you. So one of those rules is you cannot, send messages to those people multiple times where they don't answer. So you can't spam people. But that's just the way it goes. What are you going to do?
Oh, I have some ideas.
Burn it all down. Okay.
No, just a small 2-second filter would be great. All right. That's my suggestion. All right. I'll send it to Google.
Here, I'll give you. Noted.
Yes. Please send that in for a future upgrade.
Noted.
Yes.
Who knows? I haven't seen a platform that does that, Jamie. So Yelp, Facebook, Google, nobody cares. Sorry.
I care. The listeners care.
I'm easy. All right. So anyway, we're going to wrap it up today at this point, because there's really not much more. Once you go through, it's pretty self-explanatory how to get the app and connect it and all that stuff. Just make sure your welcome message doesn't have any swear words. Don't swear at people who message you. Be a normal human. No racist messages or anything like that. Or the number one thing that Google does say you cannot do is any terrorism with those messaging. So keep that in mind.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What if you receive one of those?
Please stop. You can flag messages, of course. for spam.
See, there is something you can do.
Don't expect anything to happen, but you can flag it if it makes you feel better.
Now, if I get an offer from a Nigerian prince,
take it.
That he has a lot of money that he cannot get out of the country. He needs my help desperately.
Yes, I've helped thousands of them. They all love me.
You're the king of
I make them all get tattoos of Magnified Media on their shoulder before I send them the money. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's good brand building.
I guess I should probably move it to the forehead. Just the big M. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Jamie, can you wrap it up for us?
All right, everyone. So great podcast, very useful, and everyone loves or knows about how to use Google messaging now. If you have further questions, please see us on our Facebook page. Send us a message there. We'll be happy to get back to you with any answers. And then make sure to share this out to anyone you know that's going through a tough time in this COVID. If they're a business owner, they need some help to keep their business going online. And this podcast is extremely helpful, and it's free. So let's help out each other out, and make sure to review this 5 stars only. And we will we will see you next week, I hope.
Yep, it's the best podcast ever. 4 stars.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.